What is up, you guys? Welcome back to my channel, or welcome to my channel if you're new. Hi, my name is Chungu, and if you haven't already, subscribe and join this little family. So in this video, I'm going to finally be giving you guys the part 2 of how we met, and most of it is going to be narrated by my guest. This is my boyfriend Tapewa, if you don't know him. Yeah, so I hope you guys like this video, and if you do, don't forget to give it a big thumbs up. Don't forget to share it with anyone that you can. And yeah, let's get into the video.
If I can remember properly, it was like we're talking about how I got her number. Yeah, from the Independence dinner. Yeah, the Independence dinner. I got her number and then I texted her. Apparently, she didn't think I would text her, but I texted her and we started talking. Like we hit it off, good conversation and everything. And then after that, I had a hangover. So someone told me about church, and I was really
He asked me what I was up to,
Yeah.
and I told him I'm going to church, and he said, "Can I come along?" And I'm like, "Yeah, sure."
I was really intrigued
I'll
about
come along.
what church is in China, you know, because like China. So I mean church. So yeah, I was intrigued, and she told me she would pick me up, and we went to church, and it was really nice. Actually, I enjoyed my time and everything. And then after that, we just became friends, and then yeah, you know, like okay, I really had a crush on her, so I was trying to be slow but sure, if I can say that.
A little too slow.
No, I was being very careful.
Okay, so I should mention that when we first met, I was talking to someone, and
Yeah.
he was seeing someone.
Talking to someone.
Yeah. So we were both in our own little situationships, and he was my friend and I was his friend, and we talked to each other about like everything and all that stuff. I would come to him complaining about like the guy I was talking to and and all that stuff, and he actually never came to complain to me about the girl he was talking to. But our friendship was really cemented because I think when we started getting really close was when I would call him to escort me to go shopping. So I was invited for this dinner thing, and I wanted him to come with me so he could help me pick out an outfit. So we got together, like we met up, and then he escorted me. I managed to pick up the dress, and then I wanted to go get like some new perfume. So I don't know, we were talking about something, and then I laughed and I said something, and then he goes like, "Oh, when you do that, you remind me of my girlfriend." And I'm like, "What the fuck?" Like I was pissed off. And
Okay,
then-
no. Okay, you know, there are those situations where like she just does something that's very familiar, and I've seen
you
it before.
don't say
No,
anything. Like keep it to yourself.
no,
I don't
we're-
need to know
we
that.
were friends, and at that point, she was telling me about how like about this guy, and she really liked him and stuff like that. So in my head, I was thinking, okay, you know what? Even though I might like this girl or whatever, I should just be safe. So yeah.
Exactly. And so all those things that he used to do for me it's like, yeah, I already had a little crush on him or whatever, but like I
Things
wasn't.
I used to do.
Let's not get into that yet. I wasn't just going to jump ship into it like, oh, hey, I like you. So for me, I concluded that, oh, what's going to happen here is we're just going to be friends, and that's the wave I was going on. I didn't know that he had decided to jump on a different ship, going in another direction. So that's where things
It's
started
very
getting.
easy. No, it's very easy for you girls to actually know if a guy likes you.
But I'm
You know,
not
like-
going to act on it just
Yeah,
because
you're
I
not gonna-
think
no,
he likes
I know
me.
you're not
If you
going
don't
to-
come up to me and make it clear, like that's it.
I know you're not going to act on it, but the thing is, you're giving me different vibes. You're giving me different vibe every single time. It was like,
now I'm being confused. Let's just get into it. So after that day when he helped me, and another thing that was annoying was the whole time that we were doing the shopping thing and everything, he was being like really flirty. Like when I go try something on and I come out and I ask him like, how's this? He will pass like some flirty comment or something. So I just brush it off like, you know.
Nah, you had butterflies.
Okay, yes I did. And then afterwards he passes the whole girlfriend comment, and obviously I didn't want to be that girl, you know, who's hanging out with the guy who's passing me flirty comments. So I was saying I didn't want to be that girl who hangs out with the guy. By the way, I didn't know that they had evolved to boyfriend girlfriend status until he passed that little comment of his.
No, we actually never evolved to boyfriend girlfriend.
But when he told me, I remind him. He said, "You remind me of my girlfriend." He didn't say, "You remind me of the girl I'm talking to."
It was like in the process.
"You remind me of my girlfriend."
It was like in the process of happening. So, I mean, why not call her my girlfriend?
Anyway, I did not want to be that person who like encourages him to do all that. So that's what's going through my head at that point, and I'm like, okay, I think I need to keep a bit of a distance. So after that, I think we went to eat.
Yeah, we went to eat. We went to Burger King first. Like we went to Burger King, and then we were eating, and then she started talking to me, like telling me about her problems with the same guy and everything, and then she became sad, you know. So I felt bad for her, and then I gave her advice because I'm a really good friend like that. Yeah, so I gave her advice, I talked to her, and like, you know, we moved. And we left the day, and I remember when I was saying bye to her, I gave her a peck. Like
on the forehead. You know how those pecks are very confusing, and that's what he did. So like right after he does that, he opens the car door and then I enter. So I'm now thinking to myself like, am I supposed to read into that? Like, is that supposed to mean something, or is that just something that like male friends do? Because like, okay, yeah, I have male friends, but like, you know, I didn't know what friendships are like for other people. So I thought, you know, before I start thinking too much into this, let me just brush it off. Maybe he was trying to hug me, but he missed.
How is that even possible?
Oh, that's what I was telling myself in my head.
So after that, what did we do? Okay, after that we continued talking.
Me shopping again.
Yeah, we continued talking, but not really, because I also decided to keep my distance from her because she was talking a lot about this guy, and I didn't want to seem very imposing, because most of the times when me and her are talking, it'll be good vibes and some, you know, yeah. But so I didn't want to get in too deep. Yeah, that's why I pulled back for a bit. And then,
in my defense, I pulled back because I thought this man was in the whole relationship. He pulled back because he was jealous. And he had no reason to be jealous when he was talking to someone else as well. Like, we were just supposed to move and go our own ways. Right?
No, like, you know, the thing is, it's not even about jealousy. It's like, this girl, every single time I meet her at church, she always used to give me the cold shoulder. You know what cold shoulder is? It's like, hi, and she'll be like, hi, and then she just moves. You know, before that it was like, hi, she gives me a hug, and then we'll talk for a while, but after that it just became cold.
The thing is, for me, if I don't want to catch feelings, the easiest way for me to not go into them is to be cold. Like,
exactly.
That's what I was doing,
and that's why I put back.
And I'm not attacking you for pulling back. You were well within your right for doing that. And then the next let me tell this part before you go into your favorite part of this story. The next thing that happened was like, the guy I was talking to, I eventually got to the place where it was like, I decided like, okay, I don't want to do this anymore because it was becoming a little too much of the roller coaster, right? So after I told him that I didn't want to do it anymore, I went to church. Like, we used to have these weekday service and everything. So I went to church like that evening, and then like after service and everything, I met up with this man, and I was talking to him outside. Like I was saying, like, I told that guy that I don't want to have anything to do with him anymore, and everything's all done, and da. And like we talked after that, and I think we went to get something to eat together. Yeah. But then after that, because as far as I was concerned, if you haven't told me you like me, I don't know. So I started someone else. I didn't know that I had hurt his feelings, but like, cause he was my friend, so I told him like, oh, I started talking to this guy from church. He got my number and he texted me and stuff like that. And so then the Christmas thingy happened. Like there's something they had at the end of the year for like all first years.
Okay, first before that, there's this time she was going for another event, so she called me to go help her shopping again. You know, instead of calling the boys that she was talking to, she called me. So I went.
I wasn't at that level with them. We were just talking, but you and I were like good friends.
Okay, yeah. So I went. We went to buy some stuff, and then after that, we went to this nice restaurant, yeah, by the mall, and we were eating. You know, like it was fun. She were looking at memes and laughing and everything, and then.
And let me tell you what he was doing while we were having this dinner, right?
Yeah.
He's the one who took me out, so he paid for everything and all that stuff. And then while we were eating, he was feeding me. Like he would do that little thing where, like, when I eat and I've messed up the corner of my mouth, he would get a napkin and he would clean my mouth. And I'm like, what are you doing? No. So I started overthinking again. Continue.
Yeah, and then all of a sudden this girl just changes moods. We were high, like hyper, and like it was all bubbly and everything, and then all of a sudden she just becomes gloomy. I'm like, what the hell? No, you think
sad.
Okay. Yeah, so she became sad all of a sudden. But it doesn't make sense when you're having a good date and you just become sad all of a sudden.
I didn't become okay.
It was like confusing on my part because I was thinking like, have I done wrong? Like I don't even know what I've done wrong right now. So what's happening? And then after that she like started talking and everything, and then I asked her, I was like, but like what's wrong? Why are you low all of a sudden? And then she didn't want to tell me anything. So I was like, okay, you know what, cool, I won't force it. And then we left the place and...
No, like I should explain why I got low in that moment. I don't want to say I'm a moody person, but like I easily switch moods. So in that moment I started overthinking and I couldn't like keep it inside, like, oh, I'm overthinking. So it's like it ended up being expressed as me being gloomy, but I was just overthinking the whole situation. Like I didn't like that situation. Firstly, I'm talking to this other person with whom it's not working, and I'm on a date with the person who's my friend, but I think has a girlfriend, and he, like, I really like him, and I don't know if he likes me back, but he acts like he likes me, but he hasn't said anything. So plus, if I'm talking to someone, it doesn't mean that you can't tell me if you like me. I mean, we're just talking. Nothing's exclusive.
Yes, okay. So okay, that aside. After that, we had...
You're like really in a rush to bash me, but anyway.
After that, we had... there was this event where first years have to go for church, like, and everything it was like a church event. So that event, I went with my friends. Firstly, I texted her like, "Yo, what's up? Am I going to see you at the event?" And she
let
was
me
like,
please refrain. He did not text me yo. He doesn't call me yo.
"Oh, okay, yeah." So, like, I was like, "Chungu, what's up? Am I going to meet you this night?" She was like, "Yeah, I'm already at church."
Sounds so weird when you say that.
Yeah, and then she told me she's already at church and everything, and then after that, what happened? Yeah, after that we went for the same event.
I wasn't already at church. I actually came later than you.
Oh.
Remember?
Really?
I came with the bus from school.
Weren't you at the meeting first?
No, I didn't go to that.
Oh,
I was
okay.
late for that.
Okay. Yeah, so after that, I saw her. Like, I saw her with her
And
friends.
he had saved me a little seat in church.
I saved her a seat. Like,
but like I had come with my friends, so I couldn't just ditch them.
Let me explain.
No, I'm also like just defending myself.
Yeah,
I couldn't
get you.
ditch my friends
I
because
get
like
you.
I came with them.
I get you. Like, I understand that you came with your friends and everything. But, okay, cool. We'll leave that as that. So, after that, what happened?
I went to sit with my friends.
She went to sit with her friends, and then everything was happening. We had fun and everything. Like, it was amazing. And then after we're done, it's like downstairs, everybody
served food.
yeah, people like they served food, and then people were going to get food and all that stuff, and she was there, like she was standing there and everything. So my initial plan was, okay, I'll go talk to her, because before that we were all good and talking on phone and everything. My initial plan was I talk to her and then I take her out for dinner, like we go eat something together and everything. So that was then. And then after that I went downstairs, I saw her, and then I went to her like, hi, what's up? I even said hi to her friends and everything, being a good guy. So I said hi to her, and then she just looked at me and she was like, hi. And she looked like literally looking the other way, like, hi. And she just forgot about me. I was like, well, damn. So I didn't even have anything to do then, because in my mind I already set up like something, and this person just blows it in your face, like boom. And so you be there like, oh. Yeah, so after that happened, I didn't really know.
It was a childish moment on my part. I don't even know why I did that, to be honest.
I didn't really know how to react. Like,
he just walked away. Wow. So I have a very good reason not to be in class. Anyway, let's finish this real quick.
yeah. So
Please forgive us for the lighting. Power has just gone and the sun is playing hide and seek right now. So anyway.
yeah. So how was I?
You didn't know what to do.
Okay,
You
yeah, I
walked
did.
away looking so sad.
I
felt
just
like
walked
really, really bad in that moment.
I just walked away.
It's like when I did it, I realized like, okay, that wasn't called for. But I don't know.
Yeah, so I just walked away, and then I met my friends outside, and then I told them, oh guys, let's go eat. So I took my friends out to eat that day. So we went, and then after that, the next time that I actually saw her, because after that we didn't talk for a while. Like we didn't talk for like maybe 3 to 4 days. Yeah, we didn't talk.
He didn't talk to me for a while.
Yeah,
He didn't talk to me for like weeks. Okay, no, he didn't talk to me for like 3-4 days, right? And then even when I meet him at church, he would just wave, and then he would be going to talk to other girls. He would be hugging other girls, and I'm like, oh, okay, it's like that. So I let it go. And then next thing I know, I receive a text from this person, and he's telling me, I don't think we should be friends anymore. Like, I don't think it's a good idea for us to be friends. And I'm looking at the message, and I'm like, wow. Wow. Like, from nowhere, we haven't talked in this long, and that's how you're going to come. So I was like, okay, cool, if that's what you want. Then he's like, no, what do you mean? And then I got really hurt, I think. So I said a bunch of stuff that I don't even remember, and then
she actually called me, and
I went on a whole rant.
she went on a rant, and she was talking and telling me all that stuff, and I was like, I felt bad too for saying that, but in that moment, it was like, okay, I really have feelings for this girl, and the only way that I can get rid of this.
But the thing was, like, notice that in this whole time period, he still hasn't told me that he has feelings for me. If he had come out and said it, maybe things would have been working out different. But he hadn't said anything.
Because it was a thing, like it was a position where I was talking to someone else, but I was developing feelings for another person. So I was confused, and I was like,
And I didn't want to be part of that triangle, so.
Exactly. So that's my reasoning. But after that, what happened? After that,
you stopped talking to her.
Yeah. After that,
you broke it off with her. I don't know.
Yeah, I stopped talking to her.
I was still talking to someone else though.
Yeah, I stopped talking to her, and then I just became single free guy, chilling. And then after that we
started talking.
We started talking again.
We used to like be on phone calls like every night. We used to text each other every day. it was like this whole thing where it's so clear, like, okay, he has feelings for me and I have feelings for him. And then one of his friends, like from his school, came up to me and they're like, so like, what's going on between you and Taco? I'm like, nothing's going on, we're just really good friends. And they're like, no, but you know he likes you, right? I'm like, he hasn't told me, so I don't know anything. And they're like, no, but you know he doesn't need to tell you. I'm like, yes, he does. They're like, no, he doesn't need to tell you. Like, what's known is known. I'm like, it doesn't work like that. It does not work like that. So after that, I was still waiting on him to tell me what was up. And then I don't know, we were having like a really emotional conversation that night. So I was the first one to
yeah, she was the first one to tell me how she felt about me.
yeah, and then afterwards he's
Nice.
like, oh. Afterwards he's like, oh, I was waiting for you to say it because I didn't want to say it just in case I was misreading the signs, something like that. Yeah. And then after that, nothing still happened. We were still just talking as friends. As far as I knew, we were still just talking as friends. And then this man tries to put a stunt on me where he was avoiding the whole asking me out thing. So we're having a conversation this night, and he goes like, you know this is happening between us, right? I'm like, nothing's happening. Until you make it official, there's nothing happening here. I'm not about to look like an idiot where you do something and I'm asking you about it. Then you're like, when did I ever ask you to be like, no. I need to be given the rights to talk how I want when I'm upset. So until he made it official, in my head we were still friends, and when anyone asked I just told them, oh, he's my friend. Anyway, eventually he did ask me out.
Yeah, I went to see her. Like, I called her.
He used to shower me with gifts before he asked me out though. He bought me a box of chocolate, then he bought me a bucket of chocolate. Were you trying to get me fat?
No, not trying to get you fat or anything. I knew that you love
buckets and boxes of
I knew that you love chocolate, so
and food. I think that's what made him win me over so easily. Every time he came to see me, it was always with a bag of food, and I'm like, okay, that's it. But yeah, and then from then, which was like he asked me out on the 29th.
Wow.
Sorry, I was thinking about my birthday. He asked me out on the 29th of December, and we've been December 2016, and we've been together since.
Well, we're reaching 4 years in a few months.
3 months from now.
Yeah.
We're going to be at 4 years.
3 months from now will be 4 years into the relationship, and it's wonderful. But yeah, that's the story. And
oh, and yeah, someone asked me like we should do a video talking about like how we managed to be together that long. I don't really want to do that video because I don't want to come off like I have this whole relationship thing figured out, because honestly I don't, and we don't. We just figure it out as we are going along.
Yeah.
We learn, like we're open to learning new stuff, we're open to correcting, and we're constantly open to growing.
yeah.
So I feel like that's what I can say is some of the things that have helped us out. Also, whenever we have an argument or we're in a disagreement, it's a rule between us that we can never end that day on a bad note.
Yeah.
Like, regardless of how bad it is, we have to talk it out. If people are going to cry or like, everything has to be sorted out before a new day starts. And what else? Oh, no matter how mad we are at each other, we never call each other degrading stuff or like insult each other or like throw around like F-bombs or like bitches or no.
Yeah, and even though I'm upset, I'm not allowed to walk away.
Yeah, because he used to like doing that. Like that was his main thing. It's like if he's pissed off, he's just, and he walks away. And I'm like, who are you living here? Like, I prefer for you to just get it off your chest. Like, let's talk. Like, what's up, you know? And then for me, when I'm upset or when I'm feeling some type of way, I usually close up because I feel like if I say something there and then, I'm either going to
Be offensive or something like that.
yeah, either be offensive or I'm just going to start crying.
Yeah.
So I need a minute to compose myself before I start talking. And what else?
Well,
Or
okay.
with secrets too.
Yeah, well, okay, let me just say it's best to be best friends first before like before anything else.
Because that's what makes working through most of the stuff
Yeah.
that are like big issues. Because we're best friends first, it makes it
It
easier
makes
for
it
us
easier.
to
It makes it
work
easy
through
for
that
me
stuff.
to talk to her when I'm feeling some type of way about something. So it makes it easier for her to tell me when she's feeling some type of way about something. So it's a constant
The
communication.
communication is easier because he's my person.
Exactly. So yeah, we can say constant communication. You have to understand each other, and yeah, even though we're talking like this, sometimes it's really hard to understand what the person is feeling and what the person is thinking. But we're trying. Everybody has to try, and that's the point of your relationship. It's trying your hardest. So yeah,
Yeah. So I hope you guys liked this video, and I hope you learned something from this video. If you were looking to learn something, if you did, do not forget to give the video a big thumbs up. Of course, don't forget to share with anyone that you can.
yeah.
Hit the notification bell so you're notified every time I upload. And I am really sorry that I have not been consistent the past few weeks. I just needed some time to be disorganized because school opened and it hit me.
Yeah.
So I needed to work out the schedule and work out a timetable and just like try to find a way to balance all this. I'm still working on it, but yeah, I upload videos every Wednesday. Yeah, so I'll see you guys in the next video. I love you guys. Bye.